everyone to come on in. While we're waiting for everyone to come on in, getting things laid out. Thank you for joining to WinsDay Evening Encore. WinsDay, WinsDay, Wednesday. Hope everyone had a winning Wednesday, and it was a nice fall day today in the South. Depends on where you are watching from. WinsDay Evening Encore. The discussion today will be about the power of emotional branding. Hope everyone doing well. Thank you for the shout outs. Hello, everyone. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another empowering session of winning a WinsDay Evening Encore. And I'm your host, Christopher D. Thomas. Tonight, we're going to go into a deep dive into a topic that can transform your business, create lasting connections, with your audience. And that's all through the power of emotional branding, Before we do this deep dive, I want to make sure that, please make sure that you follow, you share, you save this session, and turn on your notifications. Don't want you to miss out on any of the valuable insights that we're going to be giving. And we don't stay on here too long. And you can always, depending on where you're watching this from, Instagram will keep this, this will go actually onto the page. TikTok, it doesn't stay on TikTok. And we also have it on the YouTube channel, as well. So if you would follow, share, save this session, turn on your notifications, and then so you do not miss out on any of the powerful insights that we're going to be delivering this evening. Like I said, we're not going to stay on here long. So let's embark on this journey together. So, I always start off with a story, and these stories are real life stories that projects that we have worked on, over the years. And the only difference is that I don't give the name of the business, nor the name of the owner, that we worked with. Reason being is because, you can Google these, and I'm giving some of the, some people are not very open to, some of the challenges or failures, right? And so I can use the illustration, but not give the story, not give the name, right? So that's the only thing that we change. Now, if I do give a name of a company and say, hey, this is the company, it's because I have prior permission to do so. For the sake of tonight, we're going to call this company HS Jewelry. Now, it is a jewelry company based in the U.S. I just changed the name. It's HS Jewelry. I'm going to share you a story about HS Jewelry. So when I first met the founder, she was struggling. Despite having exquisite designs, her sales were stagnant. And she couldn't understand, why her marketing efforts weren't translating into growth. So when we were having our discovery session, I asked her, what inspired her to start her business? And she told me that it was her grandmother. Her grandmother had passed down a locket that had been into the family for generations. And that locket symbolized love. It symbolized heritage, and it had a lot of cherished memories. So while we were doing this discovery session, it came clear that the founder of HS Jewelry wasn't just selling jewelry. She was offering an emotional connection, stories that encapsulated all of the beautiful pieces that they carried. So what we decided to do is, we pivoted her branding strategy. We focus more so on the heartfelt stories. Every piece of that jewelry came with a narrative, a connection to the emotions that the customer could relate to. So we were involved in transforming their entire brand, which included the website, the social media, packaging, all of it to reflect their new direction. So I always give you the problem, we agitate it, and then we also solve it. So with HS Jewelry, the problem was that there were many businesses that were struggling to connect with their audience on a deeper level. And HS Jewelry was one of them. So they solely focus on the features of what they were selling and not the benefits. They neglected the emotional triggers that drove the customer to be able to want to purchase the product. Now, the agitation was that without the emotional branding, you're just another option that's saturated into the market. So customers may purchase one time, but they may not necessarily develop a loyalty or be an advocate for your brand. And that's what we're wanting to achieve. Customers that will develop loyalty and ultimately become an advocate, of your brand. So if you're not doing that, you're missing out on building some really lasting relationships that can propel your business forward. Now, how do you solve it? Well, this is the time where you harness the power of emotional branding. This is where you'll take the time to discover your brand's core story, the why, why behind what you do. Integrate this into a narrative that will touch your customer, hit a touch point. This includes your messaging, your visuals, your customer interactions. Transform that brand into an experience that resonates with your viewers and customers on a personal level. So, as each of you are thinking about your business, and if you're not a business owner, think about your own personal brands, your individual brands. Those of you who are career folks who are out there, we're always rebranding ourselves. And rebranding, my dad likes to call it, there's a certain term, I can't think about it right now. But anyway, all of us need to be rebranding ourselves, and it's more than just business owners. Refining, that's the word I'm looking for, refining. All of us need to be refining ourselves. So if you're listening to this, listen to me as a business owner or as someone who is an individual who has, you have a job, that job is your one client. What emotions do you want to evoke on your customer? How can you create those meaningful connections starting today? We need to remember that our goal, isn't just selling a product or a service. It's one that we want to create an experience that leaves a lasting impression on. So, if you find yourself needing guidance, I'm here to offer any type of personal consultations that you may need to help you to take a deeper dive into crafting your own unique emotional branding strategies. So feel free to message me, and we'll make that happen. So going back to HS Jewelry story, once we implemented the emotional branding strategy, the results were astounding. Customers began to share their own stories, about the jewelry, how the pieces connected with them, and sales didn't just increase. Her brand developed a community of advocates who felt personally connected to HS Jewelry. She didn't just create customers, for the business. The whole company created new relationships. So now it's your turn. As business owners, as individuals who you're working on your own personal brands, maybe you're an author, maybe you're a coach, maybe you are a doctor and you're looking to, maybe you're an author, maybe you're looking to be an author, as well. Now it's your turn. Take a moment tonight to reflect on your own brand story. Identify the emotions that you want to invoke, and brainstorm ways about how you can weave all of them into your business practices. Sometimes it's a very simple shift. Other times, it could be an entire brand overhaul. However, take that shift and you can create your success right now and set yourself apart from your competition. For those of you who are ready to transform your branding strategy, I invite you to explore resources that are available on our website, nmm.group, inmm.group. Feel free to schedule a personal consultation, and let's work together to elevate your brand to new heights. Are there any questions? Don't see any questions on the platform yet. If you do have any questions, feel free to DM me, and I'll make sure that we get those discussed on next Wednesday. So before I wrap up, and I promise you I wasn't going to be on here long, I want to give you a sneak peek into next week's session. So next week's session will be the topic of building a brand community. Building a brand community. We'll explore how to cultivate a loyal following that not only supports your business, but it becomes an integral part of your brand's journey. You do not want to miss it. You do not want to miss that one. Got a few things in store. So make sure you share, save this session, turn on notifications so that you're the first one to know when we go live. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me tonight for a few minutes. Remember, the power of emotional branding lies within your willingness to connect authentically with your audience. Start implementing these practices and watch your business begin to resonate, with your audience on a whole new level. It takes patience. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes patience. However, doing this from an organic standpoint. I'm not saying that paid advertising boosting is not good. However, doing it from an authentic, organic standpoint, you'll be able to get those followers, and then you start a trickle effect where you have that word of mouth. So start implementing these strategies and watch your business begin to resonate to a whole new level. Feel free to drop any comments, any thoughts, any questions that you may have, and let's keep that conversation going. And please, you found value out of this, or you think someone else could find value, out of what we're talking about, feel free to share this session with someone who could, benefit from these thoughts. And until next time, keep striving, keep connecting, keep transforming your business, your own personal brands. Of those of you who are, working on your own personal brands and don't have a business right now. And that's it. All right. Thank you very much for joining in. Good night.